I've never experienced anything personally about Mary Ruby, but I don't not think she's real, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I get an eerie feeling, but like I'm not scared of it. I'm just kind of chilling.
Yeah. She hasn't done anything bad to me.
Yeah, but I've heard things.
Yeah,
mostly.
I've heard like crazy stories about people up on the sleeping porch.
Yeah.
Do you believe them?
I mean, yeah, if they think that happened, but like I haven't felt it, I guess, so I'm not like that scared of it. But there's some people that are like terrified.
Yeah.
Downstairs in the basement where I was supposed to live, thank God I'm not, is
that's
someone,
creepy down there.
yeah, someone was being chased, like, I don't know, it was a senior like a couple years ago. Someone was being chased in the hallways and by a woman in a long white dress and long black hair. And right when she turned around the corner, I see if it was still there. It wasn't there. So, Capito's haunted. I don't like Mary Ruby or the little boy that's haunting our house.
Like I always hear knocking like at 2 o'clock in the morning. It creeps me out. You don't know whether somebody's knocking on your window.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but you can hear the knocking.
Oh my gosh.
All my friends believe in Mary Ruby because a lot of things have happened to them, but when I was on sleeping porch one night, I felt like someone was like tugging on my covers, but I thought that someone was just playing a joke on me or something. And then I saw like a black figure like come up and then just like sit above me, and then I like hid under my covers, and I did not leave porch for the longest time because I was so scared, and I was just like bawling my eyes out. And then all night I felt like just like really weird and cold, and I was freaking out, and then that was the only time I had an encounter. But
I heard 3 a.m. is like the devil's time.
I'm always
And that's when it
knocked
happens
out,
to
though.
everyone. And I'm on short porch where it's not as haunted, apparently. And
Yeah.
I would still wake up at 3 a.m. And then I look at the time and I'm like, this is the devil's time. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, I've
freaks me
done
out.
that too.
At 3 in the morning, like I randomly like woke up and I looked at the end of our porch beds, and there was literally like a figure, and like it looked like a guy was like watching us sleep,
Yeah.
but it was like really elevated, so there's no way someone could watch us. So I was like, okay. So I just like covered my head, and like if I looked, he'd still be there. So I didn't want to obviously I know Rachel gets scared, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, I
But
get
she
scared of
literally
that
woke
stuff.
up too. And it was at 3 in the morning, like exactly. And it was so
Yeah,
scary.
it was terrifying.
People say
That is the
3
haunted
a.m.
hour,
is the
yeah.
haunted hour.
I
and
refuse to be awake during
yeah,
that hour.
Yeah, I know.
I went to sleep and I was having a dream that something like came on the porch and like wanted to sleep in my bed, and they didn't have somewhere else to sleep, so I said I was like, go sleep somewhere else, but they decided to sleep on the foot of my bed. Like I woke up and I like could see someone on the foot of my bed with like black long hair, and they were like curled up, like sleeping there with this like white, like I guess it could have been a dress, but it was like a white cloak thing on, like sleeping on the foot of my bed. So I start like hyperventilating, and did I wake you up?
yeah, she was like, do you see
I
that?
was literally seeing her, so I don't know. I was like literally seeing someone on the foot of my bed, black long hair, crazy. And then the next day, I was telling the story to Rachel and Avery, and they were like, yeah, people would always see Mary Ruby on the end of their bed, like, and I never knew that before. I didn't know that people do that, but people said that she would stand on the end of people's beds or like lay on the end of people's beds, and it was always on Long Porch. I live on Long Porch, and that corner where my bed is exactly the place that's like super haunted.
I was freaking. I was like bawling my eyes out. I texted everyone in Treehouse, and I was like, guys, I think I might just saw Mary Ruby. It was awful.
There was one time I had a couple of my friends come over that weren't Kappa Deltas, and they came up to our room upstairs, and it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and everybody else in the house had gone to bed, and I was walking them downstairs to show them to the door so they could go home and I could go to bed. And we were just standing out in the foyer chit-chatting for a little while, and the door to the basement was like opening and closing, but really like not very much movement, but like just enough to where I noticed it. And then I mentioned something about it. I was like, is the door moving or am I just like seeing things? And then we all looked at the door and it started to like open, and then it fully opened and slammed. The basement door slammed.
Like, you know the one in China that like
Yeah,
swings?
yeah, it fully completely opened when we were all staring at it. You actually saw a ghost looking at you, and you like suddenly feel like you can't move or breathe or talk, and your skin is just kind of crawling. That's what I felt like.
I get into look out or older by the time, and she was sitting there bawling, like shaking. That's how it was
I
like
had
so real because
goosebumps
she
all
was
over my
so
body.
scared.
I'll be sitting in our room too, and like the door will just
Oh yeah.
fly wide.
Our door actually does that a lot.
I definitely believe in Mary Ruby. I have had like one too many experiences with her.
I feel like she's in here right now.
Yes, I do believe in Mary Ruby.
I think she's definitely real because there's so many different people who say it. Like it's like a lot of people, not just like one occurrence.
I think she's real.
I also think she's really out.
I fully believe that she lives in this house and is not leaving anytime soon.